The name of this video here, who are the children of Israel today? How can we know? Where is it written? What are the signs, the marks, evidence? And how can you prove that this is God ordained and not just something you coming up with, like playing with people's religion? You share this information, but how I know this is what you abide by? This is what guides your life. This is your foundation. This is what your family and friends is connected to. Well, the spirit bears witness to the truth. And the average person is not going to want to hear this. Ask me how I know. And you can go through my video. You can go through my videos, The Chosen. They'll hear you in the beginning. Everybody, people be shocked because the revelations, things that are revealed to you that, like, once upon a time, I may have read a verse, chapter and verse in the Bible, and come to the conclusion of one thing. But now, when I'm reading it, like I'm about to break down to you and show you who are the children of Israel. How do I know? According to the word, as God declared, according to his word, not what I think or feel, but I say his word because we know he's eternal. And to see evidence of him, we know there will be signs, things humanity, man can't control. So I'm about to crack this book open, but I want to show. I'm not going to start this off. It may seem like I'm going backwards, but this is for everybody because the kingdom is for everybody, and it's the creator of the heavens and the earth that's reaching out to connect with everything he created. This is the word that's going out. This is the instruction. Build his kingdom. This is how you do it. That's it. But in the midst of that, he chose a people and gave them a covenant to be a light of understanding for those who don't understand. That's why you see me on this video. And that's what this channel about. That's what it's dedicated to. Information. Sound biblical information, and not just sound biblical information, just based on a book. They talking some shit. Oh yeah. You got you got your haters that come on and spam you to death. Okay, yeah. If they talking crazy, I'm glad they automatically hold your message. It automatically holds your message for review, which is cool because you're gonna have a lot of you got spirits operating in in righteousness. Then you have the opposite of that. There's polarity. It's two sides of everything. That shit don't stop me. Excuse my French, but that don't stop or deter me. I wouldn't care how many messages they put on there. What I got a message that's going out and it ain't gonna be stopped. Whether it's a person on here or not, that's what this gonna do. Go forward. Now back to what I was expressing. Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy, it's gonna seem like I'm going backwards, but trust me, I'm not. And like I said, this message is for all humanity, not just for the so-called Hebrew. No, it's for even the Gentile and the heathen, all who will receive it. Genesis 32. Why are you reading Genesis 32? To show the Father is the one who not did away with, but removed Israel and Judah out of their land, but for a time. And then there's a flip side to that, because even in the covenant given, we find where, yeah, okay, you will be blessed. And if you break the covenant, any tenements of the covenant, you will be, if you break these laws, we're talking about a king in his kingdom with his family, his royal family. This family is to be the model set in motion that others who didn't know him, who he didn't or didn't deal with, because we know he showeth his word unto Jacob, Psalms 147. That sets in motion. We know who he dealing with, but not just this is who he dealing with. He's dealing with them on purpose. The Most High, every move he make is intentional. It's not to boast or brag, of to allow us to boast and brag. No, but it's to fulfill what he established according to his word in his fullness, to fulfill what he has spoken by his word in his fullness. All elements, all things work, all things, skip all that. Let's go. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 26. I said, I will scatter them into corners. Remember that. The Most High said he would scatter them into corners. Who? I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. So it's the Most High saying he's going to scatter them into corners, and that he will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. Verse 27. Were it not that I feared the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and lest they should say, our hand is high, and the Lord have not done all this. This is the Most High. This is part of the covenant from Deuteronomy 28, where the Most High established between him and his people through Moses that he will bless them if you keep the commandments, and that if you break them, these judgments you will release, depending on what you did, you will release them against yourself. And ultimately, it went to the point where Israel was scattered because of idolatry, and Judah was scattered. Basically the same thing. A whole list of other things. But let's say idolatry, because why? The Most High said you should have no other creator before him. They playing with my numbers. They playing games. So, the point that I'm making here, what is the purpose of this video? To show who Israel and Judah are. Israel being the kingdom, so that's to all. Judah represents the house of Jacob, the house of Shem. These are the priests, a chosen people. A people that still exist in the earth today. And I pray that you understand and get it. Because when you get it, it's going to empower you. It's going to reshape your whole world, family. But at the same time, those who are of the world, they're going to turn on you. They ain't going to want to hear that. But who cares? We're going to stand 10 toes down on this kingdom business. But we're going to do it in righteousness. That's what we pray. Thy kingdom come. Thy kingdom is the king's dominion. That's how I know we're not dealing with a religion or a religious group. None of that. These are God's laws, universal law that he established the world on his word. Everything he speaks, he's a king, the ultimate ruler. It's the decree. And once it's spoken, it's set in law. A law is set in motion and establishes everything. Deuteronomy 28, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Oh, yeah, you can pretty much say this people are a blessed people. These people set the trend. These are trendsetters, family. I ain't talking about because of no money or none of that. I'm talking about with a natural spirit that it stands out more than, say, that person having $1 billion. What that mean? Yeah, that's good, but understand that's not gonna give you the power to move things like that person that's in the field, that one on the street. No, we see it today with corporate America and want to connect with the streets so it can get its message out to the up and coming, the next generation, and a generation after that, and a generation after that. Because why? It creates 5, 10 year customers. It creates longevity. You know, you can run your businesses, set them up, get them operating and running, and cater to the people. It's business. It ain't nothing personal. It's business. And that comes down to why we should know who we are, because then what sets in is the reality. You are a covenanted people, family. No government on this earth is gonna change the nature. It's the nature of the nations and the governments or whatever, anything that ever happened. It's the nature which led to institutional policies that was enacted and that pushed the world into a certain direction, secured some and pushed others into a place of shit. You've been denigrating ever since. We've been denigrating. We haven't been as a people. Nope, we still dependent on the government that put us to the side instead of cutting a check like King had. King told the people then, and mighty funny, sooner or later King was assassinated. Was it predicated on King convincing the people that they should not just march, talking about some we shall overcome, but we need to march down here and go and check some of that cheddar so we can bring some prosperity to the community, put money into our businesses so we can provide for us and our generations, where you wouldn't have to depend on the government. Therefore, giving the government minimal play, and the government ain't really getting undone. So it needs to be to them, there needs to be a need for them. So why not uh, disavow the the covenant we made to provide? The government is supposed to be a government for the people and by the people. And if the people are telling you you need to put some interest, put tangibles in this area where it's going to bring up your citizens in the communities, because by them having access, then they can empower that area. All that shit going through groups and all. We don't need no groups. Them groups getting in the way because then they're able to use the funding that they so easily can get, and so hard for you to get a hold of. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Excuse my French, but I'll be like, what? No, it's showing you not like them. Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. That ain't how we eat, family. That ain't what sustains us. Yeah, a lot of us, we got caught up and drunk the Kool-Aid and been fed that bull crap all our life, but y'all already know, family. That ain't how we rock in the hood. We use other means. We raised up our own means by any means necessary. Now you're older. You have a different perspective. You have different. Your values are. You lean more towards um real things that you can prove. All this pie in the sky bullshit. No, we want out. We can. I can have my heaven here and right now, cause that's what the Most High created me for. He wanted you. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth. And who? What other king are we speaking about? Ain't no other one. There's only one. So That's what we that's what's been revealed to us by him, of course. All scripture is led of the spirit of the most high. Man don't have no doctrine. I don't know no man that has no doctrine of the law that guides humanity and the solar system and the animals, sea life. What doctrine do we have? So your whole life should be surrounded by getting to know your creator. Not when something happening like now everybody, oh God, God. No, don't wait till something bad happen. You establish that understanding now. The Bible is not a religious tool. I don't know why we use it like that. Then you gotta I've always been inquisitive though. I don't expect everybody to get it because in order for you to even go to him, you must be chosen by the most high. Many are called, but there's few chosen that's gonna go through the ringer. This their life. It's like a hand in a glove, you know, it's that best kept secret. What? Stop playing. We the people. You can have that debt, all that. This is what we want. Deuteronomy 28 goes into the logistics of if you keep this covenant, you use the blessings. And if you break this covenant, here's the curses. I don't know who this God's who the hell is this? Too extra. If the computer too extra, right? The computer shut you down. Y'all wasting time with all that extra. You in America now, get used to it, bro. If you're not from here, you living in areas where you in area of the world where you got different customs. The best thing to do is to assimilate. Get to know the people around you. That's what's good for everybody. All that extra, I don't know what's all these messages, all that shit. Look, we ain't into all that. You know, I move according to the Most High. If you pay attention to what I'm saying, you will notice. He talking about the Bible. He ain't talking about no hustling, no blog messages. I'm talking about the word over here. I ain't talking about what America is really talking about. I'm talking about there's a greater than what America is talking about. We talking about the Most High. I believe the word, whether you believe it or not. And I ain't gonna come on your channel steady posting those scriptures, and I know that's not what led me there. Or you could be you got a lot of operatives out here for the kingdom of Satan. I could block his ass and get him out of here, or maybe he'll hear something that will encourage him to sit down and go and, seek the Most High. So I don't really block people, but I'm gonna speak straightforward with you. If you think you're gonna disrupt my page with all that goofy ass shit, this ain't the page for that. I believe in God. I trust God with all my heart, might, and soul. But you gotta understand, I'm still working on my Christ likeness. I'm 5 minutes from the streets too. I don't know what they telling y'all over there, but that you on the south side, that shit is not stop. You got to learn the culture, who the people you around. And then a lot of y'all young, but that ain't no excuse. You got that. You got to move. You a man. Men can't afford to be making mistakes like that because the wrong move can cost us our life. You say the wrong thing to some people or look a certain way, they be ready to take your life. But that's them chumps with guns. Use your hands. If it wasn't no guns, everybody had to use their hands, go hand to hand. You wouldn't have a lot of that shit. That'll quell a lot of that energy real quick. I'm telling you, for one who, I was locked up. I did time. I was around them cats they was about it. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun too. Everybody, everybody just ain't going this damn time. And then maybe if everybody didn't have a gun, everybody their energy wouldn't be so moving so reckless. You move with some dignity out here. Move with some moral. You have to have moral convictions. Even killers have moral convictions. God damn. What are we? Who the hell? You got to wonder who raised some of us. The men I watched grow up that was killing back when I was a child, they had some moral conviction. These motherfuckers was going to church. They was helping the community. They weren't tearing the community down, and they got activated beyond because of a response to some actions that led that way. Maybe it should not have led that way. I ain't questioning none of that. I'm talking about how they move, even though they were still, invested in some things that was probably a little extreme for some of y'all. But reality of it is they move in a certain code. All that we just out and about with it. Everybody know what I'm doing. That's not that. That's wrong. Everything about that is wrong, even according to the code. I ain't into all that street shit no more. Is. I've been awakened. I know there's something greater, family. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. Cause you can't run that. You can't build nothing off that. Ain't no return in that. That's a bad investment. You don't even own the streets you trying to operate on. Really? The police can come and move 20 motherfuckers, one police. The police can come and tell and line all y'all ass up on the fence. One police and search all your ass. Yeah, y'all might get rowdy, but you ain't gonna nothing one time up them guns and air that police out or threaten the police and tell their ass, get your ass off the block. Don't come over here no more. So you need to get off that. That's my point. I ain't saying you should go do nothing like that. I'm just speaking in general terms and where you'll understand. If that ain't you ain't bout it like that, then you ain't bout it. Leave that alone. There's something greater for you. But you gotta live to get it. You know, everybody ready to die, but what you missed? Those that are gone, they want to be here. The Most High sent you here from heaven. Why are you in a rush to leave here? Hey, it can't be that bad with the knowledge, with the revelation, all this knowledge being revealed and all this goodness going on. We kingdom building. Look, man, life is beautiful. Yeah, it got its ups and downs, but we overcomers. We overcomers, man. We gonna make a way out of no way, like our Father. We make a way out of no way. That's His word, and it is so. Deuteronomy 28. Then Deuteronomy 28 extends to Deuteronomy 29. Also spoken about not just then in that time when the covenant was given by Moses, but in future generations like the fourth generations. Remember, this is the people taken into slave ships and scattered into the nations. Not once, twice. You had Israel, the northern kingdom, Israel, house of Judah, the southern kingdom. I say Israel to show you that it's two kingdoms still of the house of Israel, but it's Israel and Judah. And those people are reflective of a people because those are signs. Okay, that was a long time ago. Well, they're not in the land, so that means that covenant is still in effect and being shipped into the nations. Even Christ spoke about. Read Luke 21. Christ spoke about it, and they're going to be scattered into all nations. So we know the Judeans, the southern kingdom, was scattered. When Christ came, he came, Matthew 15:24. He came to take away the sins of the world, but he came looking for Israel in particular, those scattered. He wanted to bring them back. Remember, he came for the lost sheep. He didn't even want to bless that lady, but he was moved, that Canaanite woman. But he was moved by faith. So, and that is a lesson. Let's not just skip over that. But you see what's at work. These are signs that's going to be on his people, that they went into this captivity. You'll know them. And it happened to them because of that. It was the Most High. It didn't just happen to them because people say, oh, let's go and enslave these people today. No, it took nations. It was a war. You lost. You went into slavery. And it was all orchestrated by the Most High. So I never stop adding the Bible. That's the foundation. And get knowledge. But in all I get understanding. And that's what's happening in the earth today. I used to say that years ago. The earth is on a high vibration. So that means everything around us is being elevated. Senses, heightened, awareness of things, the understanding and knowledge of self. Remember, this is spiritual. You don't have nothing to do with man. It can't control this, can't prolong it or stop it. He gonna either get down or lay down. That's just it. And we see a lot of them, and you see the examples. You see the examples. Those who are not returning, confessing their sins, and promoting cleanliness, and really seeking out the Most High to know truth and teaching the people truth, to know who they really are. Them churches not lasting. People are leaving them. They're losing their zeal because they know it's more to just put money in church and seeing the pastor get it and his family get it and start having certain drives to gain more money for him and his friends. Oh no. There's an awakening. The true sons and daughters of the Most High have awakened. And they are they are they are they have the commission. They have been commissioned to teach this word, family, in spirit and in truth. And one thing about it, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. I don't care who you are, but it makes sense. You could say, these people making up. We don't make up nothing. Everything that I tell you or talk about, this is straight from the Bible. Thus said the Most High. You're not gonna hear me on here keep talking about, oh, God said, it's written for us now to know so we can say what the Most High saying because he's what you created. He's what he created to rule down here in his kingdom that he wants you to bring here. He wants you to make this a colony of heaven, even right now to this day. Remember I was saying that covenant Moses gave that we read about in Deuteronomy 28, it's also extended not just them, but to the descendants that will come later, generations later. And this is dealing with a people that, if they were found guilty and the judgment went against them in the covenant, that they will be taken into Egypt again, a place of slavery on ships. And the evidence is, and signs of that is, and you can look at people on earth today to see who went through that. Yeah, that's why you could be held, nations could be held accountable because their governments were set up on that. It was on the backs of the black man and woman and child that they were able to have a form of merchant, what they call it, exchange, what the fuck, market exchange and all that. They were selling us. What the hell? And selling the goods of the land that they got where they found us. Because why? They are natural producers of natural wealth to this day. And that 400 is up. But that Deuteronomy 29, it spoke to even to us of this day. I'll read it to you. Deuteronomy 29. Ye stand this day, all of you, before the Lord your God, your captains of your tribes, your elders, and your officers with all the men of Israel. Most High gave me eyes to see and a spirit of discernment, where I interpret this book in a different manner. But in my interpreting the book, I relate it to today. So when you hear me speaking, I'm gonna relate it to people. You may hear me say the Negroes are the Hebrew Israelites. Well, you might ask, why can you say? How do you say that? Because I look for the signs, and then I allow the word, the spirit, to confirm. I read the word to get the information, so we can understand what's going on here. You got to study this thing. This ain't no religious book. You know, this is a blueprint, and it is talking about us, things that will happen to us, and you will see it because the signs will be on us. That's I don't need nothing else, no more definitive. That it was written, and I know it's that happened to us. Man, can't no y'all here I have passion around. I'm passionate about it, just talking about it. But that's because I really lived it. I never had the system. I don't have credit card debt. I don't have credit debt, family. Because I never had credit. I just made 53 years old today. All praise to the Most High. But truth of the matter is, when you hear me talking about them videos saying, okay, my line of credit is I have a retail business and I have an automotive service business. I own the business because I own the trade and I create my own work. Now, what I do is I need to get to bed too. I got a job in the morning. It's just 11:30 though. I'm gassed up. I had me a cup of wine. One cup of wine. I don't normally drink, so when I have wine, I will get the. But yeah, ye stand this day. Let me go and finish the scriptures. Ye stand this day, all of you, before the Lord your God, your captains of your tribes, your elders, and your officers, with all the men of Israel, because he's given me a vision, he's given me a drive, a desire to really seek his word, and things are being revealed. Like I'll be seeing things happen before it happened, and things are being interpreted in a way that I never heard in the church family. I need to go to a church and sit down doing Bible study and ask some questions, but I don't want them to look at me crazy like, where are you getting this from? But it's right and exact. But yeah, I can show you who it's I'm gonna show you who it's talking about. We're not just gonna talk it. We're gonna show who it's talking about. So this people, that is what they need. They're gonna tell you about voting, stressing you out, gonna get some people a heart attack, families turning on families, you're gonna break a lot of so-called bonds, but they ain't nothing but contracts. If it ain't built on the word, it's gonna be tried in the fire. That means when problems arise. If it's not rooted in the word, family, you're not gonna have nothing to anchor it in. And just like the word says, it was built on when the rain came, it was washed away because it was built on sand and not the word. Gotta trust the Most High. He knows best. Verse 11, your little ones, your wives, and thy stranger that is in thy camp, from the hew of the wood unto the draw of the water, that thou should have entered into covenant with the Lord thy God. There go that covenant. And into his oath, which the Lord thy God maketh with thee this day. This is with the so-called Negroes, family. I say that because the signs of the blessings are on you. The world want to be like you, want to sing like you, they dress like you, they walk like you, they talk like you, they determine things that they create, surrounded about how you feel, what you think. They really cater to our women. I can go on Cricket Space to get something to design. I type in African American man or black man, black king. Guess what I'm gonna get? A few brothers, a lot of black boys and girls, and a whole bunch more black women than anything. I'm like, everybody hate the black man. What's up with that? Why? If you ain't had none, they wouldn't hate you. But that hate is to drive you to get knowledge of self. Seek out the wisdom of your ancestors, family. It's going to help guide you to give you that understanding where you could be fortified. That's gonna give me that spiritual. You talking about spiritual power? What? I wouldn't care who don't believe what I say. This what's happening. I got the authority of heaven. I don't care what they talking about. The Most High know who He's with. His people come with a built. We come in with a built-in authority. Everybody, see, that's why nobody don't want you there. You always trying to take over something. I don't be trying to take over nothing. That's our spirit, family. That's called a quickening of the spirit. Then, if you are awakened and you moving in the signs like your Father, which are in heaven, you not gonna move on no low vibration. That's how you gonna move. And if you see they weak, well, that's their weakness. I think that's their weakness convicting them, and they feel some kind of way. I never come in. Why you take a long? Why do you take a long talk? Because I got a lot to share, and I haven't met nobody who can, who's been able to, who the Most High gave what He gave me to echo into the atmosphere. Like I'm talking about this word and relating it to real life, because it's real life people, Jimmy. It could be talking to you. Maybe that's why you here, bro. Trust me, the message is gonna get to who it need to get to. Or maybe you should send more people over here. Give it a thumbs up and send people to subscribe and come over here. Exactly. Peace, King. That's all we do. That's all I do. I talk about the Bible over here. I don't talk about the world. I don't talk about Diddy. I don't talk about homosexuals. I don't care about the latest clothes fashion. That shit is designed by gay men. I don't care about that. I don't care about politics. Why should I give a care about politics when they don't even honor the law of the operation on how it even operates, voting operates? Then we don't even move as a nation, a group, to um to go before these people and demand certain things. No, we allow them to give us crumbs. Then we'll sit over here talking about, oh, we need to vote for this one because they look like us. I'm not looking at who look like us. I'm looking at things of the spirit. There's a higher the earth is on a higher vibration. So that means there's a higher propensity for knowledge. People are seeking knowledge like never before. I'm seeing people tapping into tarot cards, people talking about reading palms, all kind of prophecies. I'm a prophet. That's all you hear. Now, if you don't have the spirit of discernment, you will be lost. You can get lost in all that. If you're not well read in the scriptures, yes, you can get trapped up in all that. You might think you on some high energy level kick and get caught up in tarot reading and get caught up into tapping into the ancestors and all that. Family, that's not it. And me being this in this part of the world around that type of activity, that's why I'm here. That's what I'm talking about. And it don't matter if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 people on here. This word must go out. Israel didn't want to hear Jeremiah. They didn't want to hear Isaiah. They didn't want to hear Samuel. They told Samuel, we want a king. You was hearing straight from the Most High. Why would you want to choose to put a man to rule over you? Thus, that even carries to this day. That is a commandment. Israel can never vote to place a man that is not of the house of Israel to rule over them, that has not been picked by the Most High. And one of those prerequisites is that he's an Israelite. All that talking about voting, y'all confused. You better wake up. But if that's what you choose to do, I'm not knocking you. But if you think I'm not going to have that same veracity to tell you the truth, you better wake up. We're going to establish this word. That's what's going out. Now, I ain't coming on here asking for no money. So I'm not entitled to man. So I'm not of the world. I'm coming on here because I'm led of the Spirit to do what the Spirit moves you to do. You have a ministry. You accept Christ in your life, you have a ministry. It don't take the Most High to tell you, get out there and preach my word. You got 50 people on there talking about Diddy. They talking about Kamala. They talking about this creator or that creator telling people to do this or that. Who's using some self-autonomy here? You know? Who will go and, hey, who can I, the most high asking, who can I send to talk to these people? You know, who not so entrenched, infused with all this bull crap going on out here? Who ain't into Diddy out here? Wayne ain't into Diddy. You can have a diddler. That don't prosper us. To all itch and it stink. My tail itch. There'll be some characters coming on here. There'll be some strange ass people coming on here. But what's so strange is that's crazy because I've been locked up. So I've seen some real strange ass people out here, but I don't trip on that. If that's how you if that's how you choose to be, then hey, get down with the get down. Get down with it. I don't think you'll ever want to come to none of my parties, Diddy. That's what TD Jakes fucked up. That's why I look at the Christians crazy. How can you go to a R&B party? No, you make their ass come to the church. That's how you deal with them. You make their ass come to the church. The thing you want them to do is to repent and turn from that way. Your words don't move me. Come, white man. Man, you goofy as hell. Now you gotta go. You slow, bro. You slow, bro. You gotta go. You can't never come back. Nah, have a block party. I hope you ain't acting slow. You got some strange ass people that'll come on your channel. Back to what I was saying. So the Most High is moving them. I done been in them circles, family. I done been in the circles with some crazy ass brothers and sisters, man. Stop playing with me. I'm not moved by none of that. That's not gonna move me one iota. He did too much. Yeah, P. Diddy. Hey, boy, our people going crazy with the P. Diddy fiasco. Yeah, some of these people doing too much. They all over the place. Wipe their butt, wipe your butt. Put my foot up your ass if we was in person. People on here be acting crazy. And that's my real name on here. They come on here, they don't have their real name. You can't see their face or nothing. I'm like, huh? They got fake names and all. And they be studio gangster talking crazy. I'm from the hood, family. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the low end. Chicago, South Side. We don't play that. No, stop all that. I ain't saying I'll try to kill nobody or nothing, but we don't do all that old freaky shit. Take your freaky ass over there with them freaky people. Men don't conduct ourselves like that. We conduct ourselves with some order. I don't care where you at. Talking about they in gangs. What the fuck gang y'all in? Gangs of the city had order. Them gangs will beat the shit out of a lot of these dudes nowadays. They don't got no order. What the fuck? They think they parents ain't trying to teach them some morals, moral conduct. They don't want to hear nothing about bettering yourself. It's always some lewd or killing or what the fuck? Like, who raised y'all? Some animals? No, family. We over that. We woke now. We know why we went through what we went through. Everybody don't want to hear that, but that's what you're gonna get over here all day, every day. You need that dose. All day you fed that bullshit. Men can be women. Women can be men. Oh, really? Are you serious, family? Make this shit make sense. I don't see where the Most High wrote that. He created you and her in his image and after his likeness. That is a spiritual connection. You can't change that. The scriptures don't change. So anybody who speaks against that or seeks to raise his head against the knowledge of truth, he's a liar. He's an antichrist. Christ is the word. You can't change him. The elders had a problem with him then. Go read Matthew 5. He said, yeah, they say of old, but I say. He's the word. He supersede what they say. You gotta understand the power of the Father that's at work. It supersedes what Moses said. Because it supersedes meaning it fulfills it. So yeah, hear he him. His well beloved. Hear he him. Okay, back to Moses, Deuteronomy 29, which is also reflective of Deuteronomy 28 that was spoken. You have a list of blessings and a list of curses that identifies who God's people are. If you never knew, and man ain't gonna tell you. Them people over there, they ain't gonna tell you that. They gonna tell you they the only people. Well, it's just not Israel. What about Judah? It ain't just the house of Israel. You got two kingdoms: the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Ezekiel 37 tells you he's going to bring them together. Two sticks. A stick for Judah and a stick for Israel. He's going to make them one. Deuteronomy 29, that he may establish thee today for a people unto himself, and that he may be unto thee a God, as he hath said unto thee, and as he hath sworn unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. See, he didn't just get it. You got a lot of them say, well, in Abraham. Okay, what about the covenant to Isaac? And what about the covenant to Jacob? Same covenant given to Abraham. Why? Lord blessed the God of Shem. Noah had 3 sons that repopulated the earth. One was given that covenant, Shem. All were blessed. I don't take away Ham, or because the Hamites were mighty people. Remember, Nimrod was a mighty warrior, a mighty hunter before the Most High. The Most High blessed him. Stop playing. You have to read the book of Jubilees, the book of Jasher, the book of Enoch. Read them books that they took out. Some history in there. They will fill in the blanks and the lines. Because why? The Bible was speaking about it. And if the Bible was speaking about it, I guess the history can be read. It's all right. That he may establish thee today for a people unto himself. So not only were the people back then given that covenant, but it's going to speak about even for generations to come. So it's cyclical. These blessings will remain, but the curses, once you come under judgment, you break the covenant, you come under judgment. So in essence, yes, these curses are cyclical, meaning from the time of your ancestors even up to the day, you can still come under the judgment of them. Yes, you can. But this is the last time. He's going to regather Judah and Israel one more again and set them in the land. And this is talking about it, because in 28 he talked about the curse, the blessing, and the curse. 29 he reiterated on the covenant, and not only did it apply to the ancestors then, but those in the future, like us in the future. Verse 14, neither with you only do I make this covenant and this oath. Most High letting them know right now. Moses. Verse 15, but with him that standeth here with us this day at that time before the Lord our God, and also with him that is not here with us this day. So it shows how the covenant will be a continuation, whether it's the blessings or you ensued the curses and you're under judgment. You broke the covenant and you came under judgment, and the curses pursued you. Now we look at those curses. Who are people that are not blessed in the city as a nation? They don't even accept you as a nation of people. We've been telling them we are awakened. We know who we are according to the Bible. They want to tell you you're a cult. You're never who. You're not the people. You lying. You making up. Oh, really? Well, why do the signs that the Most High said will point to his people? Why are they reflective on us? Why ain't the preacher going into that to examine that before the people every Sunday or in Bible study? This ain't no myth. You mean tell me we just been reading and studying and basing our whole life on a myth? I don't think so. Yeah, Christianity is a myth. This book is to the Hebrews. And through this people, through this, all others shall be blessed. They not gonna teach you Christianity, not the Hebrews, because Christianity is not kingdom. We're talking about the kingdom of God, the heavens. And then he wanted you to build a place for him here to turn this to his colony so he can rule it through you. So that means that go your rulers. I understand why we say peace, king and queen. But are we operating? Are we thinking on that level? Or do we subjugate ourselves? A lot of people in bed right now tomorrow, I gotta go to work. Why don't you start your own business? How you gonna rule in the kingdom and you working for somebody else outside of the creator? That's who makes you a ruler. How is you gonna rule? It's 11:57. People in the bed and they ready. Oh, that's good ethic. That's good that you work with who you working for. Will it prosper you in generations? Will it break generational curses? We generational curse breakers. We are the light. That's who we are. That's who we talk too much. Yeah, he did too much. No Diddy. P. Diddy. Pray for P. Diddy. But the information I'm hearing about P. Diddy and how these lawyers coming out with these isolated cases, talking about these children, like 9 year olds and up, the child aspect. Like, what the? And then I ain't just looking at Diddy. Then I understand there's a more powerful hand than his at work that's probably mad at him. Now all of a sudden he being exposed. All these years, these people knew what this man was doing. Business owners, rap moguls, rap label owners. You know, he had politicians, label artists, label owners, all in between lawyers. What the? All them coming through. Presidents, ex-presidents, all these people that came through the party. I'm not saying, they were in activity, but as a so-called man of the cloth, that's the last person should have been going through there, knowing the activities they was on. Oh, everybody talking about a certain time I left. Bruh, bruh, sus. Look, no, that's not even a good look being there. That's even what I say with the so-called Christian community. They all at the BET Awards. I'm like, really? I'm not perfect, but I know that's not a place that represents kingdom, the king of heaven's dominion. They don't even honor the son. Some people don't even love Jesus. I wouldn't care how many of their cousins talking about Jesus, Jesus. I'm looking at your spirit, how you treat the next man. That's not other. Christ said, be like your father which art in heaven. They want to bust his head. They want to stone him. These people, man. He talking about them in there. These people's in synagogues. We didn't have synagogues. We had temples. Same people today. Who else in synagogues, family? You reading it. So don't get it twisted. Them same people saying you can't say certain things about them. Family, wake up. It ain't no conspiracy. These are facts. Kanye ain't crazy. What the fuck? He might be doped out because he pumped up full of that bull crap. Because he trusting that bull crap when you should go fast. You talking about you a child of God. He probably even deceived. To a degree, he know who doing what. He ain't stupid. He know who doing what and what they saying. Lord, like, you'll be all right. Gotta get off here. My battery about to die. He know who doing what and what they saying, but you still feeding out their hand. You still gotta do business with them. No, it's a separation. It's called being Kodesh. You got to set yourself apart. period. No matter how good it's been. That means that it's convenient. No, you got to put the kingdom on your shoulder. The Most High ain't rocking with them. They not for the Most High and his people. Y'all playing with my camera. How the hell is my damn chair going up and down? Alright, y'all. They tripping. Little subtle things you see. The hell is the camera going, the chair going up and down? I swear you can't make this up. This camera is still in a position place. AI, you gonna learn. Go get your pen and pad and come sit with Uncle Wayne. This is now I just moved it there just to make sure this landing, this foundation is tight. The phone can't move, so why in the hell is the camera going up and down? Whatever. Y'all be discerner. Pay attention to everything, what people say and how they move. Be a discerner of hearts, of the spirit, and be blessed. Shalom.